Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Cantonese ebook before it's gone. When learning a new language, everyone should have an ultimate goal to work towards. Whether you want to be able to connect with a relative, easily order food while traveling, or go somewhere new, having an end goal for your learning can be very motivating. A popular but challenging goal is being able to speak like a native speaker. It's difficult to measure exactly when you reach this goal, and it's not something you can pick up using textbooks alone. So how do you work on making your speech more natural? That's what we're going to look at today. Here are 3 tips to help you practice talking like a native speaker. Number 1, focus on vocabulary. If your goal is to speak like a native, you might be really focused on speaking quickly or using as many complex grammar patterns as possible. But in our native languages, we're not always trying to speak as fast as possible, and we use complex grammar patterns when necessary, not to show off. Vocabulary, however, is extremely important to expressing ourselves naturally. Your choice of words can reveal a lot about you and your understanding of the language. Most learners have had the experience of using a phrasebook or a dictionary to find a word they want to use, trying the word in conversation, and getting a look of confusion from the native speaker. In some cases, although your word choice may be grammatically correct, the word may be inappropriate for the situation or totally unnatural. This is especially important in business and other formal situations, where the right level of formality and professionalism is key. Being able to understand nuances in vocabulary words can also help you understand relationships between people just by listening to the conversation. Try to listen to many different types of conversations. Listen to how people talk to their friends, their superiors, and in customer service situations. This will give you a better idea of how to talk to others naturally. In some languages, you can omit words from sentences or use more direct communication styles. It's important to be aware of these things so you can apply them yourself. Colloquialisms and slang are also commonly used in most languages. As this sort of vocabulary is always evolving, it can be difficult to keep up with the latest words. Talk with native speakers and consume media in your target language to make sure you pick up these kinds of expressions. Media is a great resource for your learning. Ultimately, knowing the appropriate vocabulary to use for each situation will really help you sound more knowledgeable. Number 2, perfect your accent. With every language, there are unique pronunciation and intonation challenges. Some languages are tonal languages, and a change in pitch can completely change the meaning of a word. Then there's the fact that most countries have multiple dialects, and so people from one area of the country may sound different from those in another. So what is the best way to listen to a wide range of accents and different pronunciations? Video and audio resources are a great way to do this. YouTube is a perfect place to start because people from all kinds of different backgrounds upload videos to the platform. You can watch educational videos, daily life vlogs, cooking shows, a travel series, whatever interests you. Pay attention to the different ways people speak. Everyone is unique. And then practice speaking like them. This kind of practice can help you sound more natural. One note, please be aware of the type of resources you're using. For example, if you find a video where a speaker uses a rare dialect, it might not be a good idea to use that for your pronunciation practice, unless you have a special reason for studying a specific accent. As a general rule, it's best to try to search for practice resources that use a standard form of the language you're studying. Number 3, copy what you hear. Do you remember how you learned to speak as a child? We rarely learned new words just listening to them, or reading after we learned how. When we were little kids, we imitated the sounds we heard by repeating the sounds out loud. While you're talking to a friend, watching videos, or listening to audio in your target language, you can do this to try and replicate the way they speak. Doing this will help you work on mastering the flow of the language, your accent, intonation, and pronunciation. Of course, you might also pick up some new vocabulary this way. Make sure to repeat new words often. It's a great way to make sure you remember them. Try doing this using a number of different mediums and sources. That way, you'll be exposed to the diversity that the language offers and master the fundamentals of pronunciation. For example, you can watch and imitate several different YouTube videos and audio CDs, but try a few different sources, like different creators or different audio types, to make sure you experience a wide range of communication in your target language. If you're using our language learning program, you can even get your own teacher with Premium Plus. Your teacher can answer questions, give assignments, and even listen to your recordings and give you advice on pronunciation. Completing these kinds of lessons with a native teacher can really boost your confidence in your speaking skills. Becoming able to speak like a native is a popular goal for many people learning a new language. It feels great to be able to communicate smoothly, especially when the people you're talking to expect basic level sentences or broken communication. Try using the tips we've shared in this video to work on improving your speaking skills. Of course, it'll take time and persistence, but the reward will be more natural communication. And for even more tips on speaking, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye!
大家好，我係 Olivia， 歡迎收睇香港節日系列。今集我哋會介紹人日，即係每年農曆正月初七。根據中國嘅傳統咧，呢一日係所有人嘅生日。喺2014年，人日係喺2月6號，而喺2015年就係喺2月25日。而家就嚟睇下究竟人日係乜嘢嚟㗎啦。你知唔知喺人日呢一日應該點樣同人打招呼呢？我會喺呢段影片嘅最後公佈答案。顧名思義，人日就係人嘅生日。呢度唔係指某個人嘅生日，而係全人類嘅誕生。呢個節日咧，至少有2000年以上嘅歷史喎。起源自中國嘅古代文獻記載入邊，上天創造萬物嘅次序：一雞、二狗、三豬、四羊、五牛、六馬、七人、八穀。意思係上天第一日創造咗雞，第二日創造咗狗。如此類推，第7日就創造咗人類。據說喺漢朝已經有人日呢個習俗，古時啲人會喺人日當日戴上一種叫人勝嘅頭飾，仲會喺呢一日登高同埋作詩，亦都會放炮仗、煙花等習俗。所以人日亦都係火嘅生日。人日仲有一個習俗嘅就係，如果當日天氣晴朗，就代表呢一年人人平安、出入順利。到咗現代，雖然人日喺香港冇乜嘢慶祝，但係有啲蛋糕店咧會推出有啲新年喜慶特色嘅生日蛋糕，等大家一齊過生日㗎。由於新年唔同嘅日子係唔同動物嘅生日，所以亦都有習俗禁止宰殺當日生日嘅動物。例如新年第一日係唔會殺雞，而人日當日亦都唔會對囚犯用刑。而家我哋就嚟揭曉問題嘅答案啦。你知唔知喺人日應該點樣同人打招呼呢？喺人日可以對人哋講生日快樂或者人日快樂，通常對方都會回應你都係啊。你覺得呢一集點呢？有冇學到啲有趣嘅知識？喺你嘅國家有冇一個類似嘅活動呢？喺 CantoneseClass101.com 留言同我哋分享下，下次見。大家好，我係 Olivia， 歡迎收睇香港節日系列。今集咧，我哋會介紹天后誕。每年農曆3月23號，香港嘅天后廟都會舉行盛大活動，慶祝天后寶誕佳節。喺2014年，天后誕係喺4月22號，而喺2015年呢，就係喺5月11號。雖然天后係水上人嘅守護神，但係好多天后廟嘅位置都處於內陸地區，你知唔知點解呢？我會喺呢段影片嘅最後公佈答案。由於香港早期係一個漁港，所以香港好多受人崇拜嘅神都同海洋有關，而天后就係水上人嘅守護神。究竟天后係邊個呢？有傳天后係一位生於960年叫林默嘅女子，佢熱心助人，致力於慈善公益，而且仲可以預測天氣變化，喺海難入邊救人無數㗎。所以沿海居民同埋漁民都視佢為守護神， 仲建廟奉祀，祈求風調雨順、如獲豐收。香港各區共有70多間天后廟，其中要赤柱嗰間歷史最悠久同埋最有名。喺天后誕嗰日咧，有多達3-4萬信眾嚟參拜㗎。新界等地區咧，亦都會舉行會景巡遊，舞龍舞獅、花炮會、神功戲咁樣，非常熱鬧同埋壯觀㗎。早喺1962年已經有天后誕巡遊嘅雛形，當年有6個大型嘅花炮會喺差唔多同一嘅時間，由元朗市嘅唔同方向出發，向住天后廟前進。有一啲花炮嘅舞獅仲沿途向商戶進行採青儀式，令到元朗區嘅市內交通嚴重癱瘓。為咗解決交通問題，於是警方同主辦單位開始將循環路線統一，出嚟嘅效果對於政府官員同埋信眾嚟講都非常成功，於是就演變成1年1度嘅會景巡遊啦。2012年旅遊發展局喺天后誕舉行海上巡遊，40艘漁船隊伍跟隨代表香港嘅中式帆船，經維多利亞港前往西貢大廟灣嘅天后廟祈福，等市民可以喺維多利亞港兩岸欣賞到掛滿彩旗嘅漁船。而家就嚟揭曉問題嘅答案。雖然天后係水上人嘅守護神，但係好多天后廟嘅位置咧都處於內陸地區，你知唔知點解呢？其實好多天后廟咧原本係靠近海邊嘅，但係後來因為不斷填海嘅關係，天后廟嘅位置逐漸變成內陸地區。你覺得呢一集點呢？有冇學到啲有趣嘅知識？喺你嘅國家有冇一個類似天后誕嘅節日呢？喺 CantoneseClass101.com 留言同我哋分享下。下次見。大家好，我係 Olivia， 歡迎收睇香港節日系列。今集我哋會介紹驚蟄，相信好多香港人對於驚蟄就唔係好熟悉，但係如果我話打小人，咁大家一定都知道啦。驚蟄通常喺3月6號附近，喺香港傳統上咧係打小人嘅日子。而家就嚟睇下究竟係咩一回事啦。你估下打一次小人嘅價錢係幾多？我會喺呢一段影片嘅最後公布答案。驚蟄係中國24節氣入邊嘅第3個，蟄代表喺度冬眠嘅蛇蟲鼠蟻，所以驚蟄咧就代表初中季節交替嘅時候形成嘅雷聲，將佢哋都叫醒。喺呢個之後咧就大地回春，新生命誕生，農民亦都開始播種插秧。而中國傳說就指玉皇大帝係用雷聲召喚眾神就位，履行職責。傳統道教喺驚蟄呢一日拜祭白虎，嚟到鎮住妖魔鬼怪、蛇蟲鼠蟻嚟保護農作物。後嚟到咗現代社會就慢慢演變成打小人。小人即係對你不利，會令你行衰運嘅對頭人。啲人希望藉住呢個儀式可以趕走厄運，而呢一個儀式一般都會喺陰暗嘅地方進行。喺香港灣仔嘅鵝頸橋橋底就係打小人嘅熱門勝地，所以喺驚蟄都會人山人海，甚至大排長龍㗎。打小人儀式有好多程序同埋用品，簡單嚟講咧，就係喺小人紙上高寫低你想對付嘅人嘅資料。專門打小人嘅婆婆就會用肥豬油嚟祭白虎，然後一邊用鞋或者拖鞋拍打嗰張紙，一邊念念有詞，為事主求平安同埋化解厄運。大概5至10分鐘就完成。唔好以為呢啲迷信嘅傳統只會有老人家先參與啊！近年好多年輕人都非常熱衷，尤其係辦公室女郎，佢哋嘅打小人對象通常都係情敵、同事或者上司。幾有趣嘅係，近年喺一啲示威活動上高，竟然將一啲政府官員當做小人，而進行集體打小人儀式嚟宣泄對政府嘅不滿。而家就嚟揭曉問題嘅答案。估下打一次小人嘅價錢係幾多呢？打一次小人嘅價錢呢，係大概港幣50蚊，即係大概6個半美金啦。雖然有啲似巫術，但係與其話打小人係一種對他人嘅詛咒，不如就話係藉住呢啲儀式嚟發洩怨氣同埋壓力，從而得到心理上嘅舒緩。你覺得呢集點呢？有冇學到啲有趣嘅知識？喺你嘅國家有冇一啲可以令人發洩怨恨嘅節日呢？喺 CantoneseClass101.com 留言同我哋分享下。下次見。 大家好，我係 Olivia，歡迎收睇香港節日系列。今集我哋會介紹年28，即係農曆新年之前嘅2日。中國人都會喺呢一日進行大掃除㗎。選擇年28去洗邋遢，係取其諧音易發，即係容易發達。農曆新年按照農曆曆法，所以每年都唔同日子。例如2014年嘅年28係喺1月28號，而喺2015年就係2月16號。你知唔知道其他喺中國文化入邊具有特殊含義嘅數字呢？我會喺呢個影片嘅最後公布答案。俗語有云：年28洗邋遢，農曆年28大掃除係古時流傳落嚟嘅習俗，原因係財不入屋門。新年嘅時候財神嚟到，如果見到污糟嘅屋企就唔會入去，所以每家每戶都會喺新年前將屋企搞到乾乾淨淨。無論財神係咪真係存在都好啦，過年前做好個人衛生同埋家居嘅清潔，去舊迎新，令到生活環境變得更加舒適，先至以最佳嘅狀態嚟迎接新春嘅好日。喺呢一日掃塵都有學問㗎。如果喺過去1年屋企發生過喜事嘅話，掃塵嘅時候需要往屋企嘅角落頭入邊掃，然後先收集抌入去垃圾桶，寓意將好運留喺屋企。相反，如果過去1年唔係好順利嘅話呢，就要連同呢一年嘅衰氣同埋唔願意，通通掃出門口。年28除咗大掃除之外，自身都要乾淨，包括洗頭、沖涼同埋理髮等等。其中一個比較特別嘅清潔用品係碌柚葉。相傳碌柚葉咧可以辟邪同埋將衰氣趕除。而近年咧喺醫學界亦都證實碌柚葉的確有一定嘅醫學效用。原來碌柚葉含有天然嘅黃酮類物質，可以幫人體血氣運行、趕衰老同埋抗發炎咁功效㗎。有啲人會問，年28點解係農曆新年之前2日呢？原來農曆同西曆唔同，係冇12月31號嘅，所以農曆嘅除夕就係12月30號，普遍稱為年30。而家就嚟揭曉問題嘅答案。你知唔知其他喺中國文化入邊具有特別含義嘅數字呢？除咗數字8代表發達嘅發之外，4同9都有特別意思㗎。4同死亡嘅死發音差唔多，而9同長久嘅久就發音一樣。你覺得呢一集點呢？有冇學到啲有趣嘅知識？喺你嘅國家又喺邊一日進行大掃除嘅呢？喺 Cantonese Class 101.com 留言同我哋分享下。下次見。大家好，我係 Olivia，歡迎收睇香港節日系列。今集我哋會介紹愚人節。雖然唔係每個人都會特意喺呢日整蠱人，但係我哋就睇下幾件喺香港發生嘅愚人節事件啦。中國有一個關於愚人嘅傳說，你有冇聽過呢？我會喺呢個影片嘅最後公布答案。喺香港，大部分愚人節嘅玩笑都係喺聊天室同埋論壇上高發放網絡謠言。例如某位名人被殺啊，某個公司倒閉等呢啲無聊嘅惡作劇。另外有啲年輕人呢，亦都會利用呢一日向暗戀對象表白，試探一下對方嘅反應。萬一被拒絕，就可以話講笑啫。雖然好多人以呢個節日為藉口而整蠱朋友，但係最好係一啲無傷大雅嘅玩笑啦，而唔係太過過分，令人身心受創或者恐慌嘅。例如2003年，當沙士喺香港蔓延期間，一名中學生發放假新聞，指香港已經成為疫區，海陸空交通全面封閉。呢個假消息咧喺網絡迅速廣傳，引起公眾恐慌。後來港府需要召開記者招待會嚟闢謠，仲拘捕咗呢位學生添。而喺同一日，亦都傳出華人巨星張國榮跳樓自殺嘅消息。當時每個人都以為係愚人節嘅惡作劇，直至睇到新聞報道，先至發覺係真係發生咗。震撼娛樂圈同埋全球華人社會。同某啲國家唔同，香港嘅新聞媒體係唔會喺愚人節製造假新聞嘅，所以喺相信一切消息之前，應該查詢可靠嘅消息來源。而家我哋就嚟揭曉問題嘅答案啦。 中國有一個關於漁人嘅傳說，你有冇聽過呢？愚公移山係一個耳熟能詳著名嘅中國傳說。話說有一位叫愚公嘅老人家，決定要將阻擋通道嘅兩座高山剷平。大家都話佢傻，但係佢以毅力同恆心打動玉皇大帝，最終幫佢將兩座高山搬走咗。你覺得呢一集點呢？有冇學到啲有趣嘅知識？喺你嘅國家有冇好多愚人節嘅惡作劇呢？喺 Cantonese Class 101.com 留言同我哋分享下，下次見。大家好，我係 Olivia， 歡迎收睇香港節日系列。今集我哋會介紹每年9月10號嘅教師節。中國傳統文化推崇尊師重道，古時嘅教師身份更加可以比喻為學生嘅爸爸。可想而知，每一位學生對佢哋嘅教師都非常恭敬。但係喺現代社會又點呢？香港1997年主權移交，對於教師節亦都有所改變。你知唔知係咩呢？我會喺呢個影片嘅最後公布答案。中國第一個教師節喺1985年9月10號舉行，主要係令到廣大人士認識到教育工作者嘅影響力，對教師地位嘅肯定同埋尊敬，同時紀念古代教育先驅孔子。教師令人類文化得以傳承，所以佢哋對社會嘅貢獻真係好大㗎。喺教師節呢一日，香港教育工作者聯會都會舉辦聯歡會，表揚同埋感謝教育工作者為香港培育人才。香港非常注重師資教育，早喺160年前已經發展教師培訓課程。而家香港教育學院係香港眾多大專院校入邊唯一專注教師專業培訓嘅校園。而香港考試同埋評核局每年亦都會舉辦一次教師語文能力評核，確保教師嘅專業水平。喺一啲華人嘅社會，有啲家長會向老師送口禮，要求老師對自己嘅孩子多加照顧㗎噃。呢種陋習令到師生之間產生利害關係，所以近年好多個地區嘅教育部都會發出禁令，老師收禮有可能定罪為賄賂，嚟到制止呢一種不良風氣嚴重影響教育界。而且尊敬老師係唔需要通過物質化嘅方式嚟表達㗎嘛？你話係咪？而家中學生同大學生畢業嘅時候都會有謝師宴，除咗傳統上謝師嘅意義之外，仲增添咗同學臨別時聚會嘅意義，所以亦都叫為畢業聚餐。而家就嚟揭曉問題嘅答案。香港1997年主權移交，對於教師節亦都有啲改變，你知唔知係咩呢？喺1997年主權移交之前，香港嘅教師節係跟隨中華民國嘅，定喺每年嘅9月28號。而主權移交之後就跟隨中華人民共和國，改為每年嘅9月10號。你覺得呢一集點呢？有冇學到啲有趣嘅知識？喺你嘅國家係點樣表達對教師嘅感謝嘅呢？喺 Cantonese Class 101.com 留言同我哋分享下。再見。
Want to transform your driving time into language learning time? How much time do you spend in your car every day? 30 minutes? More than an hour? Why not put this huge amount of time to good use? Instead of just listening to the radio during your daily commute, you could be learning a new language instead. Here are 3 easy methods for learning a language in your car. You can put them to use right away with the help of our language learning program. First, you can listen to fun audio lessons by real teachers. Listening to lessons while in the car allows you to focus on the road as you listen and learn. In every one of our 3 to 15-minute lessons, our teachers teach you conversations, new phrases, and cultural points. Audio is the only learning medium that lets you learn and drive safely at the same time, so take advantage of all our audio lessons available. Second, you can set your lessons on autoplay and go hands-free. Our autoplay feature lets you keep your hands on the wheel without even reaching for your device. Just set your lessons to autoplay one by one with our Innovative Language 101 app, and never have to interrupt your focus on driving to switch to a new lesson. Third, you can repeat out loud and speak from your very first lesson. You want to speak a new language too, right? Well, you'll start learning conversations minutes into your lessons. All you have to do is listen and repeat out loud. Our teachers take you step by step through all of the words, phrases, translations, and grammar points. You're even prompted to speak out loud and repeat. The result? You understand it all and can speak your new language. Turn your commute into language learning time and have fun at the same time. Learning doesn't have to be a big commitment, like signing up for a college class. It can be fun and easy. In fact, it's as easy as pressing play. Our language learning programs will do the work for you. And with the exposure you get while driving on your daily commute, you'll be speaking and understanding real-life language quickly. The best part? You can finally learn without even changing your schedule. So if you're ready to finally learn a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Welcome to CantoneseClass101.com's 3分鐘廣東話, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Cantonese. 你好，我係 Olivia， 好高興同大家見面。Hi, I'm Olivia. Nice to meet you. In this series, we're going to learn basic Cantonese expressions. It's super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Cantonese. There are a few different ways to say it, depending on how many people you're talking to. Let's first see how Cantonese speakers introduce themselves to a single person. 你好，我係 Olivia， 好高興認識你。Hi, I'm Olivia. Nice to meet you. 你好，我係 Olivia， 好高興認識你。Start by saying 你好，我係 then say your name. 你好，我係 Olivia. Finally, say 好高興認識你。你好，我係 Olivia. 好高興認識你。Good job! Now let's see the same sentence when talking to more than one person. 你好，我係 Olivia. 好高興認識你哋。Hi, I'm Olivia. Nice to meet you all. 你好，我係 Olivia. 好高興認識你哋。So, what has changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a closer look at these together. 你好，我係 Olivia has not been changed. 你好，我係 stands in both cases for Hi, I am. Finally, pay attention to the ending. We went from 你 to 你哋. What has changed is the word for you. In Cantonese, the word for you is different if it is singular or plural. 你 is singular, and 你哋 is plural. One more time. To introduce yourself to one person in Cantonese is 你好，我係 Olivia. 好高興認識你. To introduce yourself to more than one person is 你好，我係 Olivia. 好高興認識你哋. Now it's time for Olivia's insights. When you introduce yourself, it's a good habit to shake hands. Always introduce yourself to the higher-ranking persons before those of lower rank. In most cases, the person of the highest ranking will be the most elder person. If you use the correct sentence with Cantonese speakers, they're definitely going to be impressed. Do you know how we say thank you in Cantonese? You'll learn how to say this and many other words in the next lesson. 下次見, see you then! 你好，我係 Olivia. Hi everybody, I'm Olivia. Welcome to CantoneseClass101.com's 3分鐘廣東話, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Cantonese. In the last lesson, we learned how to introduce ourselves in Cantonese. Today, we're going to learn how to use good manners as we thank others. 準備好未? Are you ready? 咁就開始啦. Let's start. There are basically 2 different ways to thank someone. When thanking someone for a service or assistance, we say 唔該, 該。唔該 means thank you. When saying thank you very much, you just need to add 晒。唔該晒。唔該晒。晒 means entirely. So 唔該晒 is like saying thank you very much. Another way to thank someone in Cantonese is 多謝. It is used when receiving a gift or money. 多謝. And again, to say thank you very much, just add 晒. 多謝晒。多謝晒. Let's break this phrase down. 多 is many, and 謝 is thanks. 晒 means entirely. Thank you very much. 多謝晒. How do you answer when you are thanked? It's easy. Just say 唔使客氣。唔使客氣。唔使客氣 literally means no need to be polite, but it is the equivalent of you are welcome. So when someone says 唔該 or 多謝 to you, you can simply reply with 唔使客氣. Now it's time for Olivia's insights. If you're not sure about whether to use 唔該 or 多謝, remember that 多謝 expresses a deeper appreciation of personal kindness and is used in most formal situations. Do you know what 再見 means? In our next lesson, you'll learn this and other greetings in Cantonese. 多謝收睇，下次見。你好，我係 Olivia. Hi everybody, I'm Olivia. Welcome to CantoneseClass101.com's 3分鐘廣東話, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Cantonese. In the last lesson, we learned the most common forms of greetings in Cantonese. Do you remember them? In this lesson, we're going to learn a very useful phrase. Do you speak English? If you find yourself in a situation where you need assistance in English, this phrase can be a lifesaver. And because you're asking it in Cantonese, you can be sure that everyone will understand what you're saying, even if their answer is no. Here's how to say it. 你識唔識講英文？你識唔識講英文？ Let's break it down. In the last lesson, we mentioned that 你 means you. 識唔識 is a form used to introduce the question using the verb to know. It literally means no, don't know. But this is how we form the question, do you know how to? Then we have the verb to speak, 講, followed by 英文, which means English. Literally, it means you know or not know English. 你識唔識講英文? To learn more about forming Cantonese questions, please look at our Absolute Beginner series on CantoneseClass101.com. You can find very detailed grammar lessons and resources there. To make this sentence more polite, we just need to add excuse me, 唔好意思 in the front. Everything else stays the same. 唔好意思，你識唔識講英文？唔好意思，你識唔識講英文？ The responses you will receive could be one of these three. 識 yes. 識少少 a little. 少少唔識 no. 唔識 Since this last one is a negative statement, we see the negative word 唔 before the verb to know 識 唔識 Did you notice that it's the same word used in 識唔識? We'll talk more about it in a future lesson. Now it's time for Olivia's insights. For those of you who are not only English speakers, you can obviously use this question with any language you need. Many people in Hong Kong study other languages, so maybe you will get lucky. Just substitute 英文 with 日文 for Japanese, 西班牙文 for Spanish, 德文 for German, 意大利文 for Italian. In this lesson, we mentioned the expression 唔好意思, but did you know that this could also be used as an apology? In the next lesson, we will learn this and other ways to apologize in Cantonese. It's never too late to show your good manners. I'll see you in our next 3分鐘廣東話 lesson. 下次見! Ni hao, 我係 Olivia. Hi everybody, I'm Olivia. Welcome to CantoneseClass101.com's 3分鐘廣東話, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Cantonese. In the last lesson, we learned the phrase 唔好意思,你識唔識講英文? Excuse me, do you speak English? We mentioned the word 唔好意思, which means excuse me. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use 唔好意思 and other words when apologizing in Cantonese. We should use 唔好意思 in formal situations, such as when we're talking to or asking a stranger for help. For example, 唔好意思,入口喺邊? Excuse me, where is the entrance? 唔好意思,你踩住我個袋. Excuse me, you're stepping on my bag. Sometimes we also hear people say 唔該, as mentioned in lesson 2. 唔該 means thank you, but it also means excuse me as used to draw somebody's attention. It is commonly used when ordering food or pushing your way through a crowd. We can use this phrase in both formal and informal speech. 唔該,一杯熱奶茶. Excuse me, a cup of hot milk tea please. 唔該謝謝. Excuse me, please let me through. But unlike 唔好意思, we cannot use 唔該 when apologizing. So when you do something bad, remember to put on that sorry face and use 唔好意思. 唔好意思,我又遲到. Sorry, I'm late again. 唔好意思 can be used for either excuse me or I'm sorry. But if you really want to apologize for something, it might be better to use a different phrase. That phrase is 對唔住. It means I am sorry. 對唔住. For example, 對唔住,我打爛咗你部電腦. Sorry, I broke your computer. Now it's time for Olivia's insights. If you accidentally bump into someone in Hong Kong, you can say 唔好意思, excuse me, or 對唔住, I'm sorry, but never 唔該. Are you able to count in Cantonese? In the next lesson, we will learn the numbers in Cantonese from 1 to 10. I'll be waiting for you in the next lesson of 3分鐘廣東話. 下次見! Ni hao, 我係 Olivia. Hi everybody, I'm Olivia. Welcome to CantoneseClass101.com's 3分鐘廣東話, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Cantonese. In the last lesson, we learned some words used when apologizing in Cantonese, including 唔好意思 and 對唔住. In this lesson, we're going to learn numbers in Cantonese. Yes, numbers. 數字. From 1 to 10. And you are going to learn them in only 3 minutes. 3分鐘. Are you ready? Let's start. 一,二,三,四,五,六,七,八,九,十. Okay, now repeat after me. I'll say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. 一、二、三、四、五、六、七、八、 九十 Great job! What is before 一? Do you know? It's 零 0 零 You don't have any more excuses. You can give your friends your cell phone number in Cantonese. Let's try together. We'll use the phrase 我電話號碼係 which means my phone number is 我電話號碼係我電話號碼係95849723 Can you read it by yourself? 95849723 Perfect! Now it's time for Olivier's insights. When we go shopping at the markets in Hong Kong, sometimes we can bargain on the price. So learn your numbers well to get a better deal. Do you know the Cantonese word for 100? In the next lesson, we're going to learn the numbers from 11 to 100 in Cantonese. Your task now is to practice the numbers we studied in this lesson, from 1 to 10. 下次見。你好，我係 Olivia. Hi everybody, I'm Olivia. Welcome to CantoneseClass101.com's 3分鐘廣東話, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Cantonese. In the last lesson, we learned the numbers from 1 to 10. Have you forgotten? Here, I'll tell you again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 And now let's continue from 11. 11 11 12 12 13 13 14 14 15 15 16 16 17 17 18 18 19 19 And finally, we have 20 20 Okay, now repeat after me. I'll say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 These numbers are easy to remember. They always start with sub or 10. Then just say the extra number after it. Simple math. Counting from 30 to 100 is super easy. Now I'll give you the tens. 30 30 40 40 50 50 60 60 70 70 80 80 90 90 100 100 These numbers are incredibly easy to remember, don't you think so? The last thing to learn today is how to form compound numbers over 20. This is also super easy. Take the tens and simply add the numbers you learned in the previous lesson. Let's try it out. How would you say 56 in Cantonese? Let's take it step by step. 50 is 50, and then add 6, 6. 56. It's done. Isn't that easy? Let's make another number. For instance, 98. Take 90, 90, and add 8, 8, 98. Now it's time for Olivier's insights. For numbers between 21 and 29, You might hear people saying ya as 20 instead of 20. Both can be used in spoken Cantonese. For example, 21, 21, 21, 27, 27, 27. After only 2 lessons, you're now able to count to 100 in Cantonese. In the next lesson, we're going to put your number knowledge to use. Do you have all the skills you need to go shopping in Hong Kong? If not, I'll be waiting for you in our next 3分鐘廣東話 lesson. 下次見! Ni hao, 我係 Olivia. Hi everybody, I'm Olivia. Welcome to CantoneseClass101.com's 3分鐘廣東話, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Cantonese. In the last lesson, we learned how to count in Cantonese. I hope you spent some time practicing the numbers because they will come in handy today. We're going to learn how to go shopping in Hong Kong. Before we go, you need to know how to say how much is it. 幾錢啊?幾錢啊? Are you ready to go shopping in Hong Kong? Let's go! You see something you like and want to ask the shopkeeper how much it costs. The first thing to say is 唔該. Do you remember what that means? Excuse me. 唔該,幾錢啊? 唔該,幾錢啊? If we want to be more specific and ask how much is this, first we need to know the correct measure word for the object. We'll learn about that in the next lesson. For now, let's use the most common one, 個. So in the sentence, we'll say 依個 as this, followed by how much. 唔該,依個幾錢啊? 唔該,依個幾錢啊? Excuse me, how much is this? And to ask, excuse me, how much is that? Again, we'll use the most common measure word, 個. So to say that, it'll be 嗰個. 唔該,嗰個幾錢啊? 唔該,嗰個幾錢啊? At this point, the shopkeeper will answer directly with the price, followed by 蚊, the slang term for the Hong Kong dollar. For example, 39蚊. What number is 39? I'm not telling you. Okay, it's 39. It costs 39 Hong Kong dollars. Now it's time for Olivia's insights. It's quite common to bargain in markets. Other than saying the specific price you want, you can also just ask for a cheaper price by saying 平啲啦, 平啲啦. In small boutiques or shops, you can ask, are there any discounts? By saying 有冇折啊? 有冇折啊? In this lesson, we learned the generic measure word 個. In the next lesson, we'll learn more about what these measure words are and how to use them. I'll be waiting for you in our next 3分鐘廣東話 lesson. 下次見! Ni hao, 我係 Olivia. Hi everybody, I'm Olivia. Welcome to CantoneseClass101.com's 3分鐘廣東話, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Cantonese. In the last lesson, we learned the phrase 依個幾錢啊? How much is this? However, when referring to different objects, we need to use corresponding measure words. In this lesson, we'll look at the rules for using Cantonese measure words. Let's say you want to ask, how much is this while pointing to a shirt? Just substitute 個 with the measure word for shirt. 件, 依件幾錢啊? 依件幾錢啊? If you know the Cantonese word for shirt, 衫, feel free to add it after the measure word. 依件衫幾錢啊? 依件衫幾錢啊? How much is this shirt? Do you remember how to say how much is that from last lesson? 嗰個幾錢啊? Now, try to ask how much is that while pointing to a shirt. Right, it's 嗰件幾錢啊? To say 4 shirts in Cantonese, start with the number, then the measure word, followed by the noun. 4件衫, number, measure word, noun. Easy. Remember, the noun always goes after the measure word. Whenever you learn a new noun, it's a good idea to learn its measure word as well. Now it's time for Olivia's insights. The measure word 件 generally covers all tops, shirts, t-shirts, and jackets. For clothing that you wear on your lower body, like pants, dresses, or leggings, the measure word is 條. For example, 一條裙, one dress. For anything that comes in a pair, like shoes and gloves, we use 對, 一對鞋, one pair of shoes. Note that in Cantonese, pants and leggings are not considered a pair. Before we go, here is a short list of some of the most common measure words in Cantonese. 個 for general units, 件 for clothing you wear on the upper part of your body, 條 for clothing you wear on the lower part of your body, and long, thin, narrow objects like roads and snakes. 對 for pairs, 枝 for slender, inflexible objects like a pen and pistol, 張 for flat objects like paper and tickets, 架 for vehicles and machines, 粒 for small round objects like pearls and candies. Now, you should ask your friends in Hong Kong to go shopping with you to practice these phrases. But first, you'll have to check if they have other plans or not. Do you know how to ask that in Cantonese? If not, I'll see you in the next lesson. 下次見! Ni hao, 我係 Olivia. Hi everybody, I'm Olivia. Welcome to CantoneseClass101.com's 3分鐘廣東話, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Cantonese. In the last 2 lessons, we learned how to go shopping. Did you practice at home? In this lesson, we're going to learn other useful tips to talk about your schedule. For example, if a friend asks you, "What are you doing this weekend?" Let's start. To ask someone, "What are you doing this weekend?" you say, 今個禮拜六日有咩做啊? 今個禮拜六日有咩做啊? Let's break it down. 今個 is this. 禮拜六日 is Saturday and Sunday. Literally, the Saturday and Sunday of this week. Since it is common to use English words in Cantonese, you can also say 今個 weekend, which is much easier. Then 有咩做啊 means anything to do. Let's break it down. 有 is to have. 咩 is what. 做 is to do. Is a question particle. Altogether, we have 有咩做啊? 有咩做啊? What if you're not asking about this weekend? Asking about a different time period is as easy as replacing 今個禮拜六日. Tomorrow is 聽日. So you can also say 聽日有咩做啊? What are you doing tomorrow? Or you could also put in any weekday like 禮拜一 Monday or 禮拜五 which is Friday. 禮拜一有咩做啊? 禮拜五有咩做啊? So now if someone asks you 聽日有咩做啊? Or what are you doing tomorrow? How can you answer? Here's an example. 我去公園. I'm going to the park. 我去 means I go, and 公園 means park. Feel free to replace park with any other location. Now it's time for Olivier's insights. The phrase 有咩做啊 also means is there anything to do? So next time when you're bored and looking for something to do, try asking your friends 有咩做啊? In this lesson, we learned how to talk about your schedule. Next time, we're going to learn how to use the verb 係, which means to be. We'll also talk about how to tell people your nationality. I'll be waiting for you in the next 3分鐘廣東話 lesson. 下次見!
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Cantonese ebook before it's gone.